Hi, rich friend. Today we're going to talk about 7 ways to level up while you're in your 20s. I'm in my 20s as well, and these are things that I've done. And if you miss everything else, make sure you don't miss number 6. If you're new here, I'm Vanessa, and on this channel, we talk about leveling up in the area of your finances, mindset, and your life. So if this is the kind of content that you enjoy, then please go ahead and hit the like button. It helps this video go out to more people like you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. The first level up thing to do is to replace motivation with discipline. Yes, there'll be times when you don't feel like doing the things that you need to do. You might wake up in the morning and be completely unmotivated, or people can upset you and your emotions are flat and you don't feel like getting stuff done. Honey, don't rely on your feelings. And the only way to avoid that is by building discipline into your life. And I know discipline can be difficult. So what I do sometimes is I set myself in the motion of what I'm supposed to do, even if I don't feel like doing it. And somehow motivation comes behind that. I woke up today and I actually did not feel like filming, but you know what I did? I was groggy. I got out of bed anyway. I went to my bathroom, took a shower anyway, wore my makeup, still groggy, set up my camera and sat in front of the camera. And somehow the words just started to flow. I didn't feel like recording, but I had to record. So I put myself in the position regardless. That's what discipline is. Number 2, you need to limit your contact with people who are not in alignment with the future version of you. I know that was a mouthful, so let me break it down. You have friends. Some of your friends are not a reflection of the you want to be in 5 years or 10 years. They might be your friends because of your past. They might be your friends because of your childhood. But if you want to level up and be the best version of yourself, you would find that they would be more discouraging than encouraging, especially if they're nothing like who you want to become. You might tell them your dreams, you might tell them your goals, and they might be like, girl, what are you talking about? Girl, you don't need all that. That's gonna slow you down. So I'm not saying don't have friends. What I'm saying is connect with people who are going where you're trying to go. That way, even when you feel discouraged, you have a whole tribe, a whole community cheering you on and not putting you down. Number 3, I'm just gonna say it plain, blank, simple. It's almost impossible to level up if you're broke. So what you want to do is prioritize financial wellness over the perception of financial wellness. A lot of us want to look rich. We spend on our credit cards to buy things that we don't need so that people can think we actually have the money that we don't have. That is self-sabotaging and it would actually stop us from getting rich. So what you want to do in your 20s is to make sure you're doing things that would actually make you rich, like getting a degree, like starting a business, like investing. Number 4 is to say yes to the things that are necessary but difficult. Sometimes the things that we have to do are not always the things that we want to do, and that's one of the reasons why number 1 is very important. Discipline would help you say yes to things that you don't want to say yes to, but you need to say yes to. So for example, you might not want to finish your degree, but it might be the best thing for you at this time. You might not want to let go of a toxic relationship that's not serving you well, but honey, push through and let go. When you're in your 20s or 30s or any age at all, it's important to be able to say yes to the necessary but difficult things. Number 5 is to learn how money works. And for most of us, especially women of color, a lot of us don't know much about money. Some of us are from single parent households and our moms or our dads were just focused on putting food on the table and helping us survive. There was barely any room to talk about money and building wealth. Financial literacy is one of the most important gifts you can give yourself if your parents didn't give it to you. Number 6 is to understand the difference between good debt and bad debt and to get rid of bad debt as soon as possible. Now, debt in itself is not entirely bad because a lot of us are able to go to college and grad school because of debt. That can also help you purchase real estate property and you can rent your property out and make money that way too. So I'm not going to knock debt off. But you see, consumer debt is a little bit different. You might use your credit card to buy a pair of earrings that would not really make you any more money in the future, and yet you'll be paying interest rates on it. What you want to do in your 20s is to try and pay down as much of your debt as possible, but especially as much of your consumer debt as possible. That way you can be free in your 30s to enjoy the life that you deserve. And number 7 is to work on your mindset. How I'm doing this in my life is I have started going to therapy. I'm working on my relationship with God, and I'm staying close to the people who love me and want the best for me. And I also consume content that's good for the mind. So podcasts, books, YouTube channels like this one. I make sure that I'm taking in content that's good for the mind and not content that destroys my mind. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, let me know in the comment section which of the 7 you're going to start doing right away. And if you have any suggestions for videos you want to see next time, then also let me know in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button if you liked the video or got value out of it. And I would see you in the next one. Until next time, take care.